In the previous framing tutorial for the second floor, what I did was I started out with a quick sketch of how I thought my framing would work, and then uh, structural system by structural system, I added that all in. And so we can see over here what I added in. That's the floor joist. That's what carries the weight of the second floor. And if we zoom in a little closer here, you can see a little bit maybe better or maybe the same clarification of the framing and how it works in the house. So the floor joists sit on the outside wall, so that carries the weight. Then they sit on an inside wall, so that becomes a bearing wall. That's a wall that carries the other end of the floor joist. And then we have a wall here that carries the other end of the floor joist. And then I have my bridge, which I'll have to put some sort of structure in there in order to carry. There's no real support there right now. The 2x12 span across here, and I'll have to put some sort of support there in order to, these objects will be supported here and here, and this really is a beam, and it will be supported here and here. And then the floor joists are supported on this outside wall and this outside wall. So essentially, that's what we did on the first few tutorials about framing. But look what happened here. Somehow I placed the framing in incorrectly right around here. So I need to go in and fix that. So I'm going to go to my structural plans. Now, if you don't have structural plans, the way to get that is to simply go up to the View tab and go over to your plan views. And you have a structural plan, so you can click on structural plan, and you should see your first and second floor there. And you can pick those. Now, I can't see my first and second floor here because I've already selected it, but you can do it, and that will make a new category for your first and second floor structural plans. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit here and try to take care of the we can leave that 3D open. I have to take care of my framing over here because I can see that I did something with my rim joist that wasn't correct. So the rim joist really should go. This will be a tough framing situation right now, but I'm going to see if I can pick the framing from over here. I click on it. Will it let me pick the framing? No, it's not going to do that. So sometimes it's hard to select your structural framing. And what I do is I simply go to a section, and it's easy to pick the framing in the section. So if I zoom in here, I can see that little dash line, and that represents my framing. So I'll click on that and then come up and say, edit the boundary. And I'll go to my structural second floor. Because Revit's telling me you can't edit the boundary in the active view. So that'll pull up my second floor. And now I have my magenta lines. And I'm going to change those lines to go from here. Maybe I'm going to hit escape, and I'm going to draw it again. And I'm just going to draw it straight across. This will make it easier for framing. But I'm going to just go straight across here. So it's going to cover a little bit of the first floor stairs. When I look at my section, I'll see if I have enough headroom there. But I think that this will be much easier to frame. So what I want to do now is simply take this out. And when I get to the top of the stairs, I have a landing. But right now I have a landing that's covering the first few steps there of the stairs. Might work, might not. But if it does, it makes it easier for me to frame. So I'm going to say okay to that. Let's see what happens over here. All right. So in my 3D view, I can see everything's fine except for my bond area. Still comes out that far, so I need to grab my bond area. And I'll just use the align tool. And that rim joist, I'm going to just throw it back over there. So now I have an opening for my stairs. So when I come up the stairs, I'm not bumping into the second floor. So that's a good thing to save.